Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here with my layout for the Crafty IQ Hop this month, and I have at the beginning of the video all of the different layers that we had or that we were given for the month of August. And so the first thing that I'm working on here is my background, which is the grid pattern paper that you see there, and I am going to use a piece of green cardstock that actually has a Swiss dot pattern to it, so that covers the polka dots and the frame with a cardstock for this challenge. Plus other papers that I'm using have polka dots as well, so I covered the polka dot for number 4 in a couple of ways. So that was my background that you saw me use, or create, I should say. I just added a little bit of colorings in Mandarin Mai Tai, and that is going to be off to the side drying, and that's going to make up my background. Now, I find that doing these Crafty IQ layouts that my overall process tends to be pretty quick, and so I sped up this video just a little bit, but for the most part, it actually took me like less than probably 15 minutes to put this layout together. It was a week, the week that I did this, I put everything in a bag and I didn't actually complete creating the layout. I had all of the layers that I was given all set aside in the bag, and I just went ahead and put a layout together using all of the items. So I didn't do it one piece at a time. I've done that in the past, but for this one, I just went ahead, put everything together, and now you're seeing me create the layout as we go. So I didn't have to go back to my stash and grab anything. I had everything already pulled because, of course, I'm given the layers that I'm going to use, and then I just added other things that I thought kind of went with what I was using for this layout to begin with. So that tends to be why this whole process really doesn't take me that long. And because I have definitely been having a low mojo, I have not been scrapping a ton. I have found that I just haven't been inspired to create. I don't know if that's the right word, but definitely this kind of helped me at least get in my craft room and create a layout. And because I was given all of the sort of prompts for each day, it was easy for me to put a layout together and I didn't have to think about it too much. So that's really great if you are low on mojo like I have been. Having something like this means that I didn't have to think about it a whole lot. I could pull these things and then I could design the layout how I wanted, but I didn't have to think about what I was going to add to it. So this was a great sort of challenge to play with this month. And basically what you see me doing here, I've matted my matted my photo on 2 pattern papers, and I am just bringing in all of the different bits and pieces. Everything I'm using is from my How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of August. And so I just went through and I made sure that I grabbed a bow, and I made sure I grabbed some pattern paper that had polka dots. I made sure that I grabbed some yellow, and I also included orange, so I covered both of those. I created a flag that you see me playing with here. I just used some washi tape and folded it over a piece of twine, and I cut that, and I'm calling that my flag. And so I'm just going to lay that with one of my embellishment clusters. And then for my multi-font, multi-alpha title, I am using this pre-made word that is sweet that you see me playing with here. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to place it on the page. And then I have another set of, I believe they're Pink Fresh letter stickers that I'm going to use to spell the rest of my title. So I covered the multi-font title as well. And I think at this point, everything is pretty much in place where it's going to go on the layout. I'm kind of just going to put the other half of my title, which is just simply Sweet Face. And this is a picture of my son. And we are actually waiting for one of the shows to start at Hollywood Studios. This is back when they had the Cars stunt show, kind of, I forget what it was called now, and we were waiting for the show to start, and this is a little picture I took of him, and so I just called it Sweet Face because it's his sweet little face as he's waiting for the cars to start going. So I went off camera and I did just glue all of those embellishment clusters down. They pretty much stayed exactly how you saw me lay them on the page. Like I said, this whole layout came together so quick. Once I had that down, I really just decided the only thing that this layout kind of needed was just a little bit of sparkle, a little punch of something that was sort of bringing in that dark cardstock background. Wow, I can't speak tonight. And so I'm just going to pull out some of these green sequins and I'm just going to dot those in each of my embellishment clusters, and we are going to pretty much call this one done. I will have the links to everyone who is playing along with Crafty IQ this month in the description box below, so be sure to check them out and see what everyone created. I will have still photos coming up here in just a moment. And so with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.